Alright guys, in this video we will review a race of stocks set by Mohnish Pabrai. In the video thumbnail, you have seen a race. You could think that it is a clickbait. In this channel, we don't do such things. You are going to hear a story of race, why that race makes sense, and what you and I can learn. This is a race of Mohnish Pabrai. His peak was Suntek Realty, and the race is against MasterCard, which is listed in USA. Let's hear the story from him directly.
I like to play mathematical games. It's just fun to play mathematical games. This is a picture of a small poster in my office, and I have many of these. Here's what we're going to do. It is October 14th, 2018. This is when I had this conversation with him. In your corner is the phenomenal MasterCard with the impregnable moat, oligopoly business, great CEO, everything is fantastic. And that's called the Guy Spear pick. At that time, MasterCard was $204 a share. In my corner, this small, stupid company in Mumbai, Suntek Realty. No one even heard of it. The moat of MasterCard is a lot better than the moat of Suntek. But that's not what this contest is about. This contest is about, I gave him 12 years. And I said, Guy, you've got such a great company. I got this useless company. We're going to go for 12 years. And every year, now when it is October 13th, 2019, it'll be a pleasure to go to work in shorts and send Guy an email. Dear Guy, it has been 1 year. Here's where we stand so far.
And the race is on now. In this video, we will take a look where Suntek is now, what is the sector outlook, and currently at what level of earning Suntek offers at this price point. We have a lot to cover in this video. Let's waste no time. Directly dive in. Suntek is a real estate developer. It's mostly focused on Mumbai region. So first we will have a look at the overall real estate sector. Let us see what all things has happened in real estate sector and where does Suntek belong from Mohnish Pabrai.
In India, about 3 years ago, there was something that known as demonetization that took place. What the government did is they made a bunch of currency notes illegal. And you had to put those in a bank and then get different notes because they wanted to wipe out cash transactions and black money and all these things. There's an underground economy, they want to kill that. So real estate transactions in India in 2016 and earlier, they were always some portion paid by check and some portion under the table cash. It's a combination, right? Demonetization took place. It became impossible to pay cash because the cash is all illegal. So what happened is the real estate firms, most of them, they dealt in a lot of cash. And so people thought, oh, the real estate market is just clobbered. It's gone because you can't, now you don't have, people don't have the money. They can't come up with money from the bank. And this was a company, there were few companies that never dealt in cash. They always did things the right way. And so before demonetization, it was a disadvantage to them. Because people would try to tell them, no, I cannot do this if you don't do cash. They said, we can't do any other way. We have to do everything properly. After demonetization, what happened is that 90% of the real estate companies disappeared. They can no longer function in that economy. So there were three things that took place in India in real estate. Demonetization, something known as RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Act, and GST, Goods and Services Tax. The combination of these three, the end result was that 90% of the developers were out of business. And very, very few developers were left standing. The ones that were left standing were the ones that always conducted their affairs with very high quality. They delivered the properties, they did everything by the rules, they followed everything. Sunteck was one of them.
So you can understand that all of this mega event has happened in real estate sector, and the last add-on was COVID. Now the demand in real estate sector is about to revive. Last time real estate sector boomed in 2005-2007. After that long time we didn't have much movement in the real estate sector. All this mega event has helped consolidating the sector, and now few real estate branded company dominates the market. Plus home loan interest rate is all-time low, which also will trigger the faster revival of real estate. Just not the narrative. Let us see the evidence from news articles. This is an article from Hindu published on 21st October 2021. You can see that the strong demand is coming up. Now let us look company wise. If we check con call of Oberoi Realty, we can see that they are saving good news for coming years. Let us look at Godrej Realty. In last quarterly con call, management has guided for good growth. Now, Sunteck is a much smaller company than Oberoi Realty and Godrej Realty. In booming scenario, typically what we have seen, the smaller player can give even higher growth since they have very low base from the starting. Thus, we can see that Sunteck can take advantage of the tailwind in the real estate sector. Let us understand the business model in overall real estate sector. Think in a very simple way that you are a person who wants to develop a real estate project. So what you have to do, the first thing is you have to go and find a land, right? Now to find the land, you have to have the judgment where demand is going to be more, right? Say you find out a good piece of land in a city where there are huge demand can come up in the future, right? So here to select a land, you need to have a judgment. Then how can you fund the land? To buy a land, you need to put money, right? So what could be the sources of money? Right? So the sources of money, it could be either from your pocket, your own money. Your own money means equity, and it could be funded by debt, by the loan you can take from the bank. There could be another source that you can put an ad in the newspaper or different media that after 2 years or 3 years there is a real estate project coming up. The pre-book starts now. You can do the pre-booking at discount. So with that, people like retail people, they will book the flat in your real estate project and they will give you the money. So this is the money from pre-sales, right? So these are the sources of money. Now say you get the money, what could be the third step? It is start the construction, and then when construction is done, you actually sell. In this case, sell is nothing but you deliver the project that the people has pre-booked in earlier times, right? So this is the simplification of the real estate project. Now, if you understand this process, there are a lot of loophole in this. For example, there are a lot of people who can do the pre-booking and at the end, they may not get the delivery. Here's an interesting part. You can put the sale when you have acquired the land, right? So once the land is acquired, you're getting the money. Now using that money, you can fund the construction. But there are a lot of naughty game can happen in this stage. How? Being a promoter, what you can do, you can take the money from the pre-sale and can buy another land and start another real estate project, right? And again put a new ad that the pre-booking has started. You can again take the money. So in this way, you can keep increasing your project and can keep taking money from the people. But when the time of the delivery comes, you may not be able to deliver the product, right? So this happens many a times. That is why the scam in the real estate project was a lot in earlier times. So due to the scam, lot of people has suffered a lot. Because of this suffering, what they want to do, they want to do the pre-booking only with branded real estate project development. Whichever company can deliver their product right in time, they get the trust and they finally become a brand. This is the reason why most of the people right now, if they want to do any pre-booking, they do only with the branded company. Now, we have to understand there are certain differences when we check the accounting of regular company and the real estate company. Taking the same example, when we do the pre-sale, right? So that money will not be put in the current account sales. Okay, it will not be included. What is the expenses that we have typically in the account? What you see, the expenses that we incur right now in 2021, whatever expenses that we have made to build any project, that would be shown as expense. Now coming to the sale, it will not be pre-sale. It will not be pre-sale. Instead, when a real estate developer deliver the project to the customer, they recognize the revenue, and that revenue would be here. So whatever pre-sale that you are doing, that would be accumulated in your balance sheet like advanced receipt, right? So expense that you are doing currently, that is made for the future, right? So the expense would be noted right now, but whatever sale you are making, it will not be. It will be made only when the product or the building that would be transferred to the customer. So this is why if we check the sales number right now in 2020, 2021, 2022, those sales will not be actual representative of the pre-sale that the company is doing. So for any real estate project, we must check what is the pre-sale happening. This revenue would be recognized later on. Now, apart from that, what we can check is how much the company is receiving cash. We have explained that in our earlier video in Relaxo. If you have not checked our Relaxo video, we have explained the differences in the profit and the operating cash flow. So if we check operating cash flow of this company, we can see whatever money that they are receiving, right? So in operating free cash flow, we will check the amount of money they are making from the profit that they had done previously, right? So we have to check for any company how much operating cash flow the company is making. That is a very key matrix. So sales, we have to check what is the operating cash flow. That also we have to check. Now, over and above, if we try to understand whether the business is asset heavy or asset light, what does it mean? Whether to do the business, do you need a lot of money? So whether the company or the business model is asset light or asset heavy, that we can understand if the cash requirement in this business is high. So as you can understand, for any real estate project, being a developer, you need to put a lot of money. So this is an asset heavy business, right? So in the asset heavy business, it is very important that we understand how the company is taking the capital and how good the company is utilizing. So the model that we have discussed, that was asset heavy business, right? So this is an asset heavy business. Now there is another business model in the same real estate sector, which is asset light model, where you do not need to put lot of money. Let us understand how asset light business actually work. Okay, so in joint venture, being a promoter, what you do, you look for a person who is having a land, and then you make that person as a partner, and there would be an agreement, right? So you are a promoter and you make a partnership with the partner which is having the land, and the agreement that you make, whatever revenue that comes up after pre-sale or after the complete development, you will split that profit in certain proportion. Like say the promoter will take 70% and your partner who is having the land will take the 30%. So in this case, you can understand the promoter does not have to acquire the land. So for any real estate project, as you know, there are two major cost component. One is land. Now for the land, you do not have to pay any money because you found a person who are partner right now. So here you do not need any cash. In the construction, you need cash, right? So in this you need cash, and this cash you can get from your pre-sales. So you can understand in this joint venture, you are actually not investing much of a capital. So that becomes your asset light model. So this joint venture is a very popular model if you have a brand. Because if you have a brand, the customer will come to you and they will do the pre-booking. Because of the pre-booking, you get the money in advance, you use that as a construction cost, and then after all the sales are done, you can split the profit at certain ratio that you have agreed. Now, joint venture model makes the real estate business is a very asset light business. So ideally, we have to look for the business in real estate sector which is doing asset light business, because if there is no investment required, if you can get lot of money, that is a very good cash machine. You are using your brand and you are printing literally lot of money. That is the power of the brand, and we think that this is going to be a very successful model moving forward. Now, the company that we are talking today is Sunteck Realty. Sunteck Realty is moving from the asset heavy business model to the asset light business model. Now, Sunteck has signed a lot of projects in recent time under joint venture. As the company estimates, it will earn approximately 62,000 crores in coming 6 to 7 years. This is the operating profit. So, in short, for next 6 to 7 years, Sunteck going to have pre-tax income of 700 crores, and that is per year. If you sum it up, like say 700 into 6 or 7, you get approximately 4200 or 4900 crores, right? So this is your profit, operating profit. If we take a ballpark number in between, let's say it is 4,500 crores. This is the profit that they are going to get in next 6 to 7 years. So management has already given this guidance. Let's sum it up like this. Management have given this guidance of 4,500 crores. Now, if we check what is the price right now for the Sunteck, the company's market cap is approximately 7,000 crores when the stock price is around 745 rupees per share. So if you buy a company with 7,000 crore, it is going to deliver you the cash of 4,500 crores in next 6 to 7 years, right? And each year, when you are paying 7,000 crores, each year approximately you are getting 700 crores. So you are getting an earning yield of 10%, right? 700 crores, which is every year. And right now the market cap of the company is 7,000 crores. So you get the earning yield of 10%. In next 6 to 7 years, if they are acquiring new projects through the joint venture program, the number can even go up. Whatever number goes up, let's say that is our bonus, or in another terms of valuation that is called, let's put, margin of safety. So it would be very interesting if they can capture more project. That will give you a very good buffer that you are going to earn even 10%, more than 10% earning yield. So financial number, it looks good, right? So financial number looks good. Second, we have to check what is the management integrity, whether the management is honest and minority shareholders' value is protected, right? So the management check also we have to think about when we are thinking about any financial numbers. Now, Mohnish Pabrai has invested in the stock when the share price was collapsed at a range of 80 to 100. Investor like him who hold very concentrated portfolio does lot of due diligence of management before investing. Thus, a quality check was already been done on the stock if you believe Mohnish Pabrai. So with that, we get good confidence on financial number, approximately more than 10% earning yield, or it could go up if they can acquire more project under JV. Now we have to see what kind of risk this company is carrying. We have to remember that this is a real estate business after all. There are land dispute issues which comes time to time. Last year, Sunteck has already had a land dispute issue which was solved in this current financial year. Such type of past work can come up in future. This is a potential risk. Then if they cannot deliver the project in time, they may lose the brand value, right? This is a major risk. So you have to keep checking the construction progress or if there is any delay in closing of the project. Then there could be additional risk. For example, if the government increase the home loan interest rate, it could slow down the pre-booking, and this also could be a potential risk. So we should understand the earning yield this company is offering at this price point and what could be the risk which can bring this earning yield even much lower than what we expect. Coming to the last part of this video, we will talk about risk-reward balance of Sunteck. Mohnish Pabrai has invested in Sunteck during demonetization. His buying price was 90 to 100 rupees. During COVID crisis, we have invested in this stock at 150 to 200 rupees. As we are invested in this stock, we could be biased. So please do not consider any of this content as an investment advice. Today, Sunteck is trading at around 475 rupees when we are recording this video. At this price, this stock is offering near around 10% earning yield. Not many stock at this highly priced market you can see this type of earning yield. This is a very good starting point, we think. And real estate sector is about to boom. And when that happens, you know that market will give higher multiple to this sector. Plus, Sunteck is moving from asset heavy business model to asset light mode. Typically, market gives higher multiple to the asset light model. So, Sunteck looks very promising at this stage. Mohnish Pabrai has set the race between Sunteck and MasterCard. We are keenly watching this game. What is the fun just watching the game? Let us put another race on the track. At this price point, we think Sunteck will beat TCS in 2030. We will give you update on the race next Diwali. Race is on. If you are a long-term investor and if you're looking for learning investment process, you will probably like our content. We come with such informative video every Friday 6 p.m. Just one video per week. We believe in quality over the quantity. If you want to join outside of our YouTube channel, you may stay connected with us in our Telegram group. Typically, our Telegram channel members are well-informed investors and they help each other understanding critical situation of the market. If you wish to be a part of it, you're welcome. The link is in the description box. Thank you for checking out this video. We'll catch you up in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.